And Cameron Bailey is with us. Hello to you, good to see you.
Morning, Chris. Good to be here.
The market in Christchurch for real estate, how is it at the moment?
Yeah, I think the market's really good, Chris. It's certainly not as exciting as what it was last year, but it's a really fair market. We're seeing good numbers of buyers through open homes and good buyer inquiry. In fact, I had three auctions last week. I sold 3, all under the hammer. They ranged in price from just over 400,000 to around 2 million. And there was competitive bidding on 2 of the 3 auctions and just the one person on the third one. So that was a really good market spectrum. They're all across different areas of town as well. So I think the key is if it's priced right, well marketed, and well represented by your agent, then you should be able to get sold in this market. But clearly prices have come back somewhere between 10 and 15%. So that's the exciting thing. People can see that they've come back, so then they jump back into the market. The price reductions that we're seeing probably offset the higher interest rates that people are paying. So that's why people are coming back into the market again.
Essentially, too, the market is not quite as inflated as it was, say, this time last year, which is good news, obviously, for buyers.
Yeah, I mean, it's just more of a fairer market. I mean, it kind of makes sense at the moment, and it needs to make sense. People are more particular on what they buy. They're looking around for the perfect house at the perfect price, and they're prepared to wait. So what we've seen is houses that are overpriced are just sitting there and becoming stale. Houses that are well priced, there's often 2 or 3 buyers there for them, which may push the price up a little bit, and they'll get a slight premium, but not as much as they were getting last year. I think this is a lovely market to be in. It's fair. It doesn't really favour the buyers, doesn't really favour people selling their houses. It's just a fair, nice marketplace.
I can agree with you on that point. Let's discuss some of the wins that you and your team have had. I think it's really important to acknowledge and celebrate success here in Canterbury. We don't do it enough. You were recently at some very prestigious awards, and I think you and your team took home, 3 awards?
Yeah, the last month has been a big awards month for us. With Harcourts, we've had the Canterbury Awards, the National Awards and International Awards for Harcourts. We were lucky enough to be the number 1 agents in all 3 of those. And also I was inducted to the Harcourts Hall of Fame, which is probably one of my most favourite awards that I've got. So it's 20 years of hard work to get to this place, really. So I've got some beautiful people around me, and I'm the person that they talk about, but I can't do it without all my PAs and all my team behind me and the other sales consultants who work with me. It's a team effort.
Congratulations to you and your team. It is a wonderful acknowledgement of the hard work that you and the team put in. And to get that, dare I say, almost a legacy award, makes you sound old, but you're not. To get that kind of award, it really shows the hard work, Cameron, that you put in personally too, to get to be the top of the game internationally. And this is not our list of questions, but I want to ask, what does it take to be number 1 in Australasia when it comes to these awards? It is hard work, isn't it?
I mean, everything's hard work. I think you get nowhere in life without the hard work, but I think it's experience and knowledge about the marketplace. You've got to give people advice. I've been lucky enough throughout my 20 years of real estate to, sell, over, hundreds of thousands of dollars of houses and learn from people that have created a lot of wealth in property. And I can pass those pearls of wisdom on to people to give them some advice on what they should be doing, whether they should be buying, whether they should be selling, whether they should be buying an investment property. Things like that, I think, is what you get with experienced agents like myself and experienced team like my team.
And you and your team have built up an incredible reputation right across New Zealand as well. And part of the success, as you've rightly pointed out, is the team. You've got to trust the team that you build, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it all starts with our PAs. They provide the structure for us. They let us sell as many houses as what we do, because we can focus on our special skills, which is just selling the property of people that list with us and representing those houses in the best ways we can. The PAs provide us all the admin structure and support behind the background. Lots of people are trying to do both. You can't sell as many houses as what we do without having the structure of the PA admin team behind you.
Cameron, we're going down a bit of an open road here, but why not? What advice would you give younger people who want to be as successful as you and the team, whether it's real estate, whether it's a different profession? What advice would you give them?
Look, I think it doesn't matter whether it's real estate or anything, but I think surround yourself by the right people. I was lucky enough to start working at the Harcourts Gold Papanui office, and we've always got, the top performers in Canterbury in that office. So you learn from the best. Success leaves clues. It drops from the top down to the bottom. And it's the same now from when I started 20 years ago. There's so much wealth of information and knowledge and so much help in there. I think that's the key. In a tougher market where there's more skill required by an agent in real estate, you can see at the moment who's, I always say, one of the lines that I say, it's a bit of a funny one. When the tide goes out, you can see who's wearing togs. And this is what you can see at the moment in real estate. There's a lot of agents listing houses, but they're not getting sold. The really good, experienced agents are getting them sold for a really good price. And that's the difference. Success leaves clues.
Okay. So advice, don't wear togs when you're trying to sell a home. Cameron Bailey, it is good to see you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Chris. I hear we need to congratulate you, Chris, because you bought a house this week.
I have. I finally bought a house. Well, the bank has bought a house. So I'm very excited. Finally. Must have been all the advice you gave me about when to buy.
Well, I just wanted to say congratulations, because I think it's a wonderful time to be out buying a house.
It is. Thank you. Good to see you.
Thanks.